I hope this finds you well, because if it doesn't find you well, you might get worked up in a way. So I want us to look at briefly a lesson that we learn from the physical sexual act lenziwa abantu la emhlabeni to procreate. Yes. So one thing lesiyathi go scripturally or noma ungaziwe kuphi to the ends of the world, kwekuthi everything lekhona la emhlabeni is just a shade or a reflection of naku lokungale lokusithele, because bathi le lokukhona la ku temporal but what is eternal kulo lokungale. For example, njengoba nawubhuza nje nawubhuza ola siyathi ukuthi kunema meaning nawuphaphama uvuka ebuthongweni uvuka neliphupho, kunema meaning thithe siyasho ukuthi uyabuda sikoja inja imele kuthini, keja inkomo isho kuthini mawubhuza, keja imfiti isho kuthini mawubhuja, keja kuphutha inkosi kusho kuthini, tonke le tinto leto kuphutha emanti lanjanjanyana kusho kuthini, which means la manti nawabona it doesn't, they symbolize something ngala. So you need someone lotofike akuchazele lokho ukuthi wo lokuphutha emanti lamhlophe cwa kusho kuthini, lokuphutha imali ema coins kusho kuthini. It's the same even with what I'm about to share right now, talking about sex, because sex, the sexual act, the physical act lesisebenzisako to procreate and produce young ones, it's a symbol. Angithi it's the only thing lefuna ukunake, it's the only thing lesiniketwe yona yokuthi si procreate phindze futhi si produce. So ke ukutshela kuthini ke lokho, ukutshela ukuthi it is a symbol of the power that we have le hidden ngale. Kukhona emalessons lekumele siwathole ku the physical sexual act lesingawafunza kuwo as a symbol, siwathathe practical lessons sihambe siwa-apply in our lives as we are trying to manifest our life and manifest our desires. So this is what is key. Before the male planted that seed during the physical act, kunana intense moment, the climax, and it is categorized by intensity and the highest of onge ema emotions that I'm feeling. In the highest, the more intensities and the highest of ema emotions during the sexual act, that's when the seed is planted. And then we wait for a man to discover ukuthi kuchubeka, and then we wait another 9 months bese say yaphuma results, oh, I've manifested a kid. But we're going back to the physical sexual act. And ngifuna ukuthi uku-highlight lapha when we are trying to create, because you are a creator, what we learn, the lesson that we can learn from a sexual act is that in the highest of emotions and feeling, that's where we plant our seed. Right now, if you can feel asesibekise something terrible happens to you, that ngalesikhathi ufila lobuhlungu lobuhlungu lotofila in the highest moment of that feeling, you will plant that seed. That's why utothi to a year noma few months or sometime later kuphize kwenteke something lebuhlungu, and uze usho ukuthi uyathi lobuhlungu lobo baze bangikhumbuta ngalesikhathi kushone babe noma makhe, ukhaze ukuthi so betray ngumuntu, and then you wonder ukuthi kwendeke you planted that seed ngalela langalela in the height of lobo buhlungu lobo ngalesikhathi lesiyana yahlanyeleka le seed, and then it takes time khatheka sithatha ke ibuye phindze futhi vele again. So it is true to everything loyifuna. It is true to everything loyifuna. Right now, if you can recreate i-feeling ye-joy noma i-feeling yemali, nana i-feeling loba nayo man loyivako na unemali, yabona unemali nana i-feeling loyivako ukuthi yabona uyeva uyadiva ukuthi unemali, there is that feeling. If you can create that feeling, uyi-maintain and uyinyuse to the height of it, and then now figure, then drop it, what is going to happen? It won't be long since you will manifest imali. I think it's this guy lo washo at an ex prime minister wase England lo wathi the one who was responsible senkohla igama lakhe was responsible for England during I think it's World War II senkohla igama lakhe right now. He said it's our mood that determines our circumstances, not the other way around. So uthi nesafundisa ukuthi uthi na uceda kubona le nto lebhlungu bese soya react. Kani the truth is as ama creators, how you feel attract the things that will align with the way you are feeling. If you always ingako utabeva laba motivator ukuthi vuka ekseni, try to be happy, try to focus, because that mood lovuka ngayo each and every day, more especially lo lalungiko, that's what you're going to attract. Lolo to nangabe utolala ubalisa the following day, into that tokuchubeka kathi kubangela ukuthi ubalisa will come, you will attract those things. So I wanted to highlight that. And there is this thing that also happened during the sexual act, the breathing. Kwa bakhuluma khona ngabo breathing technique. Kunale intensity, you see the breathing during the intense moment before the male species during the sexual act idrophele seed. Kunale breathing there, le fast, le breathing le yendeka lapho. So okay, during it's that way of breathing le intensify the feeling and everything. So if you can recreate nabakhuluma nje nangabe ungeke ungene probably maybe on YouTube ubhalise breathing technique nabawenda lama demonstrations, you will just at the moment abaceza ukudemonstrate you will just relate with the physical act. So okay, that's what you have to do now, because njengoba sisho sithi everything lela mhlabeni, everything loyibona it's the symbol in the spiritual realm konke. Even every physical part of your body, it symbolizes something ngale ku spiritual realm. So okay, we can learn by looking onke lama symbols njengoba senta na ubhutsile na uvuka ebusuku, you analyze lama symbols bese uyasho ukuthi okay kusho lo. Same applies, that's why we are taking sex and we are using it as a symbol yaku manifest the life that you want, the symbol of planting and sowing, sowing and reaping the desires that you want. So say unale feeling I mean this desire that you want to manifest, where ithatha lento that thought, that thing that you want. Let's say it's a job. You think about, you see yourself so ule emsebenzini noma ugcoka uniform yakhona or doing what probably ngilongabe utabe ukwenda after soqashiwe. So what you do lapho, you hold that thought and then you start to breathe, you increase a rhythm. You increase a rhythm while in the back of your mind you asking yourself, how would I feel mangathola umsebenzi engutholile? As you increase the rhythm, uyinyuse le pace, uyinyuse just like it happens during the sexual act, or intensify the feeling, and then now figure to the climax of thing, like you pop, like you explode, then you drop it. You've planted the seed, then you relax, you forget about it. I'm telling you, it won't be long. That's what I can assure you. It won't be long. Utawabona lamaphupho akho, what you've prayed for coming. It varies game, money, relationships, career, konke nje, healing. You just do this exercise, then you'll be surprised how your physical sexual act has something hidden for you to take a hold of your life and create the life that you want to live.